Connor Leach and Drew Blaze. Row 3 belongs
Just
to Chris
launched
Jones
it.
and Brandon Minnick. Tough customers there in the top 6. Paul Durkee will start 7th. Justin Lawson rolls 8th. 9th starter is Carson Rowland. 10th goes to the 69 of Larry Dickerson. Tommy Welch will start from the 11th spot. 12th goes to Aikman
Martinsville.
13th starter, it's Chris Klein. Brandon Coleman, 14th. Chris Novolano from Track Bar Motorsports starts 15th. 16th is Nick Biddy. 17th is Ryan Pasoko. 18th.
Sound like Steve has a little bit of a cold, maybe.
Short will roll 19th. Albert Anderson.
Yeah,
20th.
Steve.
21st, Scott
Earlier, I heard him say
Redding,
he lost his voice.
22nd, Jason Steptoe, 23rd. 24th, Chuck Kiger. 25th, John Roberts. 26th, Mark Truxell.
Have a good run.
27th starter, it's Mike Corbu. 28th is Mark Collins. Paul Ferdiani will start 29th. 30th belongs to Ben McKinnon. Jonathan Marsh in the
31st. 6 trucks on the grid. One person didn't join.
33rd, 34th is Eddie Rose. Ryan Kemper.
A lot of trucks at Martinsville.
Russ Endicott, 36th, and shotgun on the field into 55.
Yep. Tom Barish decided he had enough. He said, "Oh, it's this McCann guy again."
Gridding up, waiting to get everybody here. Looks like Tom Barish, the last truck to get into the starting grid here. We cannot start the race procedures until everybody is gridded, so we're still waiting on the 55 to come to the grid. Tom Barish, please come to the grid.
Oh. Tom Barish, please report to the principal's office.
And I guess Tom's just watching. You got to click that spectate button there, Tom. Help us out.
All right, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Laura, you need to extend it.
On race details for tonight, 160 laps, the race distance, 79 degrees Fahrenheit, air temperature, 45% humidity, cloudy skies, 8-mile-per-hour breeze, track temperature, 115 degrees Fahrenheit. Drivers working on a 55% fuel load tonight. 2 sets of tires over the wall, 3 total if you count what they start the race on. No fast repairs, and 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish if it comes down to it.
We're all good back here now.
See, as the pace truck lights have gone out, we'll be green the next time by.
They're going
to wave it off again here.
By.
An extra lap added just so we can get the order right. Again, large fields here in this series. 37, well, should be 37. Tom Barish looks like
I think he just gave the 6 a lap lead.
So 36 truck field.
No, that lap shouldn't count. We're still on 0.
No, you're running lap 3.
The pace car is in.
Say hello. Prayer for us, Nick.
All right, here we go. Coming to the restart zone, and you are in the box.
Green flag, green flag. Got one outside.
Check it up, check it up, check it up, check it up, check it up.
Line up single file.
Big wreck behind you.
Everybody else started off in 3rd, didn't they?
Half a lap away from being under the green flag.
Track's blocked. Leaders.
Pace truck will enter the pit lane.
Maybe.
Turn 3.
I didn't know it was going to spin that bad.
Gotcha.
Green flag.
And here we go. Green flag in the air.
Yeah, 6 definitely, he waited all the way to the end of the box.
Oh, already Drew Blaze, couple of trucks in the fence on the initial start, spinning the tires. Caution out already. We got a melee down in turn number 1. Well, that didn't take long.
It's the 6 car.
All kinds of trucks just parked
It's
here.
the 6 car.
Looks like a U-Pullet yard out here in turn 1.
Hey, Russ, on the next
Pit road is now open.
And it's going to
restart,
be short
I'm
for me to tell you who
getting
wasn't
here.
involved in that.
Second
It's a massive list, so we're just going to say half the field.
10 Roger.
Don't we gotta pass the pace car, guys?
Let's try to get a look at this. It's
I
gonna be
believe we're
big.
all lapped out, brother.
See,
No,
green
the
flag
leader's
is
2
in
trucks
the air.
behind
We'll see
me.
if the drone can catch it.
Well, we got to wait for the wave around at one to go then.
Roger that.
Really, this kicked off, I think, from the guys up in the top
Yeah, right now
spinning the
it's
tires and getting
behind
the
it.
fence. It kind of
Roger.
everybody up.
All right.
Duck Dodger of the 24th and a half century.
This is coming to green. That would explain why.
I just hope we don't have another 160 laps of this.
Yeah.
All right, man,
back
we're
of the
going
field,
green
not
next
quite
time.
covered.
Otherwise, it will be
All
a
right,
half
man,
century
line
to
up
get
on
it
the
done.
outside
Dragging
road
behind,
now.
which means they're at a
It's
much
a
higher
big
rate
car.
of speed at the end of this straightaway, as it were. I still can't find the crash. What is going on here?
Yeah, I need to start fuel saving so I can make the end.
Get ready. The pace car's in.
Wow. Coming to the restart zone
All right, man.
already.
Like
Holy
you back
cow.
on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green. All right, man.
Coleman involved
Like you
in it.
back on the pace car. We're not
I
going
knew
green.
they were gonna
this
have
time.
to
We are
wave
not
that off.
going green. Let the pace car by. That was your fastest lap of the session.
We're
All
going
right, man.
slow
We're going
on-
green
on
next
the
time.
That was my
back.
fastest lap of the session
Right there,
there.
and then it was just a big checkup there. Everybody slowing up.
Absolutely.
If we get a wave around like that, we get a
flying.
bump
Initial
the
start.
safety car another lap once we get the wave around.
Catch the pace car.
Not going.
Lori,
Get
can you
ready.
give me oil, please? Oh.
They've since
The
waved
big
off the
cars in.
restart.
It won't let me just yet, buddy.
All right. Here we go, buddy. All right. In the box. Ready, ready, ready.
Green flag. Green
Go, go,
flag.
go.
Pit road is now open. Next
Nice
car.
restart.
The leader just did a 43.3.
71 left
Yeah, one
rear.
inside. All right, man.
You are
caution
clear
is
off.
out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
I tried it.
Caution's
wouldn't let
out.
me.
Appear that, well, maybe not. I'm not
Yeah, it was
100%
too
sure
late.
who the actual
I'm
leader is
sorry.
supposed to be here. McCann may have opted for the outside lane,
That was your
or
fastest
Sisk was
lap of the
just a
session.
nose in
Pit
front
road
when
is
the
now open.
yellow came out.
We got a
But
new
here we
fastest
are for the
lap.
Restart of the day to be lap 7. Front row, Sisk and McCann. Green back in the air. Let's give it a shot, see how we do.
Yeah, you might want to check back in about an hour or two.
And Vincent Short is around, coming to green. So, second caution of the night. We've completed the equivalent of 3/4 of a lap under green at
Unreal.
this point. Got to get some heat into the tires of these trucks.
Oh, Steven's on it tonight.
So again, this is coming to green.
Let's see,
Turn
100
three.
Played it a whole 3/4 of a lap under
Let it by on
green.
the outside.
Short, just getting on the power in the middle of the corner. It comes around.
Lucky dog, lucky
And he
dog.
gets hung up there, a little high side on the curb, backs it up into traffic, and that's probably what triggered the yellow. But with that, we're going to step aside here, get a break out of the way. We'll be back at the restart after this.
Let the
I met Marcos
333
Garza
car
when
by.
we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Need insurance coverage that's built for speed? Frank Yea's office in South Charleston has your back. Whether you're blazing down the highway, protecting the home you've built, or setting up a legacy for your family, you've got the coverage you need. Auto,
Line up on the outside row
life,
now.
fast, simple, and made for you. Scan the QR code on your screen
Could I
now
make
to
the
explore
finish?
all our services and start a free quote today. Lock it in, save it for later, or call us at 304-744-7700 to get started.
If we're just turning pace laps?
Do what?
It probably would be possible. It might be possible to make the finish on fuel if we're running pace laps.
All right, here we go. Going to the box and go, go, go.
What signal I need to cut across 8 lane? None? I turn now. Good luck.
71 under your left rear. Again, you're going to get a jump off. You are clear low. Back inside. Out, or inside rather. Still inside, door to door. Good exit, still there.
Can I get that penalty, Laurie?
Back at Martinsville Speedway,
Right,
green
still
in
there.
the air as they barrel down into turn number 1. Zisk with the lead, Leach to the inside of Brian McCann. Off
Still back even.
Thank you.
Left front. Back even, going in.
To the line here, still trouble here.
Still
back at
there.
Turn 4, not sure what's got everybody jumbled up. So far, so good, though. Everybody.
You get a good launch and catch up to him at the entrance of the corner. There you go, left front. Still there.
Brandon Minnick back in the 7th position.
He's riding up higher and higher in the corner.
He's going, still running 5th.
Left rear.
Flag laps in the books now. Already some drivers looking at
Still side by side.
Careful with that. Real early.
Good day, Paul.
Oh, a little bit of tail whip action there. Still there inside. Watch that, those marbles up there.
Now Drew Blaze and Chris Goins running side by side. Goins in the 4 truck top side. And an issue here a moment ago, Skylar Herod.
Leader's going to start catching traffic.
3 up Paul Ferdiani. Yes, indeed. They came together for a moment. Not sure if that was payback from an earlier incident. We saw Herod had a problem prior.
Still inside.
Now a battle for position towards the front of the field. Brian McCann still topside trying to hang on to that.
Yellow's
spot,
out.
Not let
You got the position.
Leach get by while Chris Goins closing in.
You're definitely going to want to get low, Brian.
That was on me. Sorry about that.
That was good, though.
Yeah. It was a real close racing there.
Yeah, it was.
I caught that wall and pulled off the wall and got into him.
McCann trying to force the 71 to push the issue here.
Yeah.
Stuff, and the caution's out again.
Yeah, he was running higher and higher off the curb, trying to get you to push too high out.
And Nick Biddy
on exit, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Skylar Herod.
Yeah, I think he was pushing because I could hear him throttling it.
Don't think it.
I bet it's tight down low.
25. Just
I don't know. It seemed like he was turning pretty well. He was just
turned down,
going higher and higher up the track in the corner.
Bottom of the racetrack.
I made that one mistake going into turn 1 that one time under braking,
For the caution, it looks
and almost lost the rear end. Had to catch it
Lucky
out.
dog
What
outside.
when you said marbles that time.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't want it up.
Either way
up
late
that
on the
high.
brakes or just trying to get too much too early.
I might have to make a brake bias adjustment.
When you get greedy, that's what
Okay.
happens. Caution number 3 on the speedway. 21 laps in of 160 here at Martinsville Speedway. Caleb Sisk still leads. McCann gets that second spot. I almost think that McCann would have been better off getting third there, just given how that second position is typically a disadvantage, even for compared to the third place car or truck in this series. So he's going to have to start likely on the outside. See if he
Yeah, the more time you
on
spend
Sisk.
in
I
that
don't know if
second
he's gonna
group,
be
the
able to
more
get
tire you're going to eat up.
Oh, for sure, I'm using it.
Yeah. No doubt in my mind. All right, lights are out, going green this time.
So we still ride behind the iRacing pace truck. Lights are still on. Should get
Oh boy,
to go, I believe, this time by. Will put us to restart at lap 20.
the older the tires get, the more uncertain it gets.
All right, coming up to the box and ready, and go. Clear low. You'll have them on exit. Clear. Back inside. I think you just like to fight.
Again, pace truck into pit lane. Double file restart. Ready to get going again for Martinsville. We lap 24. Sisk with the lead, McCann second, and then Connor Leach and Chris Goins in the second row. Green flag
Still
in the air.
Or still inside. Watch the wall.
This gets back out to that race lead. Battle for second continues.
Auction's out. You got Bob.
McCann up top. McCann into 7. Got new colors for Bryant this week. Bungholes barbecue.
Now we get to see if I can pass him on the low side.
If it is,
Derek's right. You are a glutton for punishment.
I know, but yeah, no, I heard y'all, or I heard you call clear those 2 times. I didn't do it because I was afraid he was going to break zone into me, like I was going to cut down and he wasn't going to get the brakes.
Caution is out again.
What do you got for steps, sir?
Gotcha.
And being lap 28 or whatever, I didn't want to risk it this early.
Lori, can I get it
Take a
clear
look
for
at it.
passing
Just
into
a moment to
yellow?
go. Larry.
I mean, the second time I said you were clear, it was definitely close by maybe a few feet. But the first time you were very clear.
Sean Roberts getting a piece as Dickerson starts coming down the banking, what little there is.
Maybe I misjudged it.
It's okay. Trust me, I won't steer you wrong.
Albert Anderson just dive bomb into the inside. We're seeing a few drivers doing that here tonight. It is awfully early for that. I know it's tough to pass at this point.
Yeah, now we got second though.
But you really got to
So now we get to see what this is like.
You cannot take risks like that.
I really need to get on a long single file run and chase Caleb down.
Sometimes it does, but so far we've seen it 3 different times this evening, and every time it's resulted in a yellow.
And then not lose the pole if I get or leader if I get it.
Well,
again.
you can bet that those two being teammates, they're gonna let each other know when they're getting on the throttle.
Oh, for sure. Only thing I can do is to stay on Caleb, not let Connor cut low.
Does look like McCann may have gotten that second position, just nosed up in front, or third position for that matter.
All right, here we go.
Which really
ready, go.
Restart position.
You did stay to
it just seems like
the left rear of the 71, so you've got the position.
Matter the track, the outside front row on the restarts. You're just a sit and duck for the guy in third. We'll actually watch that here as Leach will restart now on the outside.
Still on your outside. He's thrown into the corner a little bit deeper than you are. 4 cars on your bumper. You are clear outside.
Green flag in the air. Sisk on the gas. And there it is. Just as we suspected. Third place gets to
see what he did to you that was different. He was running up the track. He was taking that first groove and a half to himself pushing you into that second, third group up.
10-4.
Where you were on the curb giving him all the room, he was able to stay in the gas more.
Continuing trend here, trying to get this position cleared out, whether it's single file or otherwise. But Leach gets the run out of turn 2, gets clear of Brian McCann. It looks like Brian's just going to ride in the tire tracks for now.
My bad, could pick a spot.
Oh, good, buddy.
Larry Dickerson in the stream chat says, well, I was right about my prediction last week in my interview. I'm eating hot dogs early because, well, I won't finish it. There's no bad words, but you guys can jump in the stream chat to watch the rest. Or read the rest, for that matter. Something about somebody's brakes. Cisco on the charge, out in front, stretching out his lead over teammate Connor Leach. It's 1.3 seconds back to the 71. McCann, though, again, was super fast in practice. Obviously put the truck on pole position in qualifying. Currently running third. Nice to get a long green flag run here to see what settles out with these trucks on older tires.
Caution's out. Another decent sized wreck behind you.
It's like to see a lot of drivers starting to get the hit here. Single file, quite a ways back. Maybe some action throughout the field with side-by-side. That's okay once we get some heat and some tire temperature, some air pressure, and as soon as I say that, the
quarter of the way.
Collins is around.
Yeah, we got a few runs in.
Jason Steptoe might be involved in this, as well as Brandon Coleman, Paul Ferdiani, and others. Big mess here once again. So it looks like it started here. Collins drives it way deep. Too much rear brake or too late on the brakes. Drives it into the corner, comes around, and then I think it's just kind of reactionary after the fact. See Steptoe. Let's see what happened here with him. Oh, same thing, really. Just too high on entry. Gets the right rear out of that concrete patch there. Around he comes, and everybody else is just going to start checking up. So caution number 5 after 40 laps. Pit lane open now. Some drivers going to take an opportunity to come down here. This may throw everybody off a little bit.
I had a feeling that blue truck was going to have to come back since the leader beat him off pit road.
Green flag lap. Surprised to see if these guys are going to bolt any tires on unless they're just trying to get some damage repaired.
Nobody get a wave by?
Some drivers may have taken some tires here, but it's going to leave them with one set for the rest of this, which, I don't know, may not be terribly bad for these guys in that respect, just given that we've gotten a lot of cautions already to this point. If we go on the same pace, we're going to end up...
Joe, I was telling you,
I hate to say it, but if we go at the same rate,
going back green.
Cautions before this one's over.
What's up,
Track temp 109 with a 6 mile per hour wind.
Tires won't matter quite as much as far as how many sets they got sitting over the wall.
All right. Ready, 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 and go, go, go. All right, he's to your outside. Good run off, you're side by side. All the way in, there you go. Crowd him up a little bit. Caution's out.
Didn't get it.
Yep, P2 belongs to you. It looked like it. Okay, maybe it was at the time of yellow.
Green flag.
It had to be close.
Caleb Sisk on the gas. Teammate Connor Leach to the outside. Another opportunity for Brian McCann to try and get back into that second position and set his sights on Sisk. It seems like Brian has the pace to keep up with the 6 machine, but he's got to get clear of Connor Leach. Oh, Brandon Minnick maybe going around, and he does.
10-4.
And everybody's still piling in.
Oh, I forgot to. Oh, it is on. Pretty good wreck.
Aikman Pollard getting collected in that as well. So let's take a look. We saw it kind of live as it happened. Let's watch here. Brandon Minnick. I think he just lost it on his own, which is kind of a rare thing.
No fast repairs here, so when you're done, you're out.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, the 20 drives it way too
pushed
deep.
into the
Probably
turn.
4 truck lengths too deep. Just drives through the back of Aikman Pollard, and the chain reaction domino effect sends him into Brandon Minnick.
Ouch.
Next 3 are Darlington, Bristol, and Talladega. Talk about 3 very different tracks.
Look back the outside of the 90. It's that number 20 GameStop machine. He'll out of the frame to the right now, but keep watching. Watch the 25. There he goes. Larry Dickerson says, Steve, what do you like on your hot dogs? I'll send some up to the booth. Well, if you had legitimate Martinsville hot dogs that you could actually get into this broadcast booth, I'd take them however you can send them. But if I had a choice, whatever they put on them, everything. I'm not going to dress it up anything fancy. Whatever they want to do, I'm down. Give me like 10 of them.
Martinsville hot dogs are those pink hot dogs. Not a fan.
For those of you that have been to Martinsville, I got to ask, I mean, obviously they serve the Martinsville hot dog during the
all right, here we go again.
Weekends, but do they, I would assume they serve them any race night weekend, whether it's
ready, go, go, go.
Bar store or whatever.
Oh, 71 sleeping.
Let me know in the chat if they do that, because honestly, I'd almost rather go to one of those series and watch a race there. It's the way that top 3
right rear
NASCAR tend to run their races at this place. It's really not worth showing up.
Throwing it in a little bit. There you go. You are clear, sir.
Base truck heads to pit lane. We'll try it again to finish caution number 6. Restart coming at lap 49.
Clear, clear, clear. Now you want a long green flag run.
Green back in the air
to catch him and take the lead.
Almost.
Nope, yellow's out.
Brian McCann. He's been wise enough
to
stay in that 3rd restart position. I feel like he's going to take the opportunities here to take that 2nd spot all he can early. If he's got a real good chance like right now, he'll take it. But if he didn't, kind of let the 71 hang out of that 2nd spot to give him another opportunity later when the caution comes back out. But McCann's got the spot for now. Leach up the racetrack just a bit. Open the door slightly for Chris Goins. And there it is. Caution's out again. So the problem is now for Brian McCann is he's going to be back in that 2nd place restart position. So it's going to open the door for Leach to take full advantage and take that spot away. This seems like this is going to be the battle to watch most of the afternoon. Jonathan Marsh seems to be involved in this one, the 80 truck. So let's get a look what happened to him.
Steve has no faith in the rest of the field.
See Marsh there running with Mark Collins.
Lucky dog on the outside.
Ooh, Marsh way late getting in. up the racetrack.
Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the race that never ends.
Not a major incident, but enough to bring out the yellow.
Man, you're all bored.
Old Sherry Lewis lamb chop song, absolutely.
88, you gotta get Bobby.
Perfect, Derek. Perfect.
And for anybody out there that doesn't think I can knock down 10 hot dogs, I don't know if I can either, but I know I've done 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
Those were Swaggle Red Hots, but if you know, you know. I know Mike Fahey knows what I'm talking about. They pop when you cook them. And for the record, I did not feel well afterwards, but I still got it done. Kind of makes you want to do that 9 innings, 9 beers, 9 hot dog challenge. Just because.
I feel like a pig if I eat 4.
We should do 9 cautions, 9 beers, 9 hot dogs at Martinsville. That could work out. Of course, if we get
I wouldn't want to eat more than 2.
Oh my God. All right, here we go.
So ready for the
restart. Got him. Ready. Go, go, go. Nice launch.
Now, you'll notice we're still double file here. In the Num Thumbs Racing League, I don't know.
You're going to be clear off the corner. Make sure you get a good exit. There you go. Clear, clear, clear.
Down there in that series on Wednesday nights, when they have consecutive yellows like we've had, typically we'll try to go single file. But again, this is a small racetrack, 36 trucks. I don't necessarily know that it would really make a huge difference.
And we get to do it again.
Louise.
Green flag.
Justin,
green flag back in the air.
On turn exit.
Sis gets away. Does a good job holding off Connor Leach for the time being.
Oh, no,
you're good. On the low side of the racetrack. He'll have a bit of a run out of 2. Still clear of the 71 as the battle's still heating up with Chris.
I think that is too early. I was going to go in more around 80.
Hot Tamales truck, I believe that's what I read.
So let's see.
And the caution's out.
There's actually quite a few people that stayed out.
Oh boy, here we go. Big one again. Well, let's take a look.
Hey, Redline.
Looks like there's 14 that stayed out.
Nothing else.
Back to Ryan Kemper.
Or a good one, at least. So the 14, the missile down into the corner, but I don't know if he was helped. It looked like he may have had some from the 88.
Thank you, Derek.
First one on new tire is going to be Chris Klein.
Here's the 14. This is Ryan
back in P14.
And it looks like the 88 drove it in way deep.
If we get significant green laps, they won't be able to make it. Of course, I don't want to pit under green flag either.
No, that'd be it.
Catches out.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty tall order.
I just have to run this tank out if it goes green.
So some pit strategy at play here as Brian McCann has taken the top spot. Caleb Sisk hits pit lane, so does teammate Connor Leach. So that's going to set us up for the restart. We'll show Brian McCann back out in front with Chris Goins to the outside. Paul Durkee, Roland, Albert Anderson, Mark Truxell, Ryan Pasoko, Jesse Redding, Vincent Short, now Crystal Volano into the top 10.
All right, restart's on you. In the box now. Player all the way through.
Caution number 8. About to wrap up. Lap 60 to go on the board. Will give us 101 laps remaining.
Green flag.
And there it is, green in the air, McCann on the gas. Goins has position. He's going to arc it down into turn 1. Does not pull in behind McCann. Keeps it up in that middle lane of that concrete patch in the middle of the corner.
Or completely blew the corner there. That opened up the door for the 13. They're side by side behind you now.
Got this lap in the books. 3 wide into turn 1. Connor Leach on the bottom. Leach, a little bit of contact with Eddie Rose. Rose could have gone further up the racetrack. Chose to stay in the middle lane.
Save.
Rose way up the track again now. He's going to slide up, might get the wall. Rose
wreck up ahead.
Here, 3 wide again. This will set it up into 1. Paul Verdiani scrambling.
All right, those that came down pit road before did take 4, all except for Chris Klein in the 18. He only took 2. Mike Fahey back in 20th, he took 2, same as Sean Roberts in 22nd.
Rose, multiple others. Looks like Ben McKinnon got a piece of it as well, so let's go look again. Not even the same wreck.
First one on new tires is going to be Caleb and Chris Klein, P9, P10.
Here they are out of 4. Looks like McKinnon just over rotates on exit, has to check up, tries to save it. He'll clip Aikman Pollard. Then Minnick gets turned off the nose of 23 of Collins. Eddie tried to sneak through. He makes some contact. Coleman comes in, makes some contact. With that, we'll step aside again, get a break out of the way. We'll be back after this.
When we do pit, I need a windshield tear off.
Yep, left it on. I know you by now. Welcome to the iPacing 160. All right, here we go. Ready? Go, go, go. Back side by side behind you.
Check it up, check it up, check it up, check it up.
Oh, 13, all kinds of slideways, way up track. Caution's out.
Track's blocked.
All right, Chris Klein up to P7, sir. Wow, it's very blocked up ahead of you. All right, 13 went down pit road. I guess his tires being angry at him was enough. Chris Goins is going to follow in behind you, right along with Carson Rowland. Paul Dirk and Ryan Pasoka went down pit road. That puts Chris Klein in P5. He was on pit road lap 56, which means he's got 4 laps of green flag racing under his tires. Can you believe it? It's 10 laps to halfway.
Nice.
Wonder if going down pit road you could take just rights.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have too much abuse on them.
No real penalty taking 4 though.
Just time.
She changed it to a single file. Oh. Oh no. That'll change the dynamic a little bit. We won't have as many cautions.
She's had enough. Maybe. I've seen this before, and people start to dive bomb the corners trying to get on the restarts.
Technically still telling us double five.
All right, you're in the box. Go.
Can I get a black clear? 25 didn't pass everybody.
Are y'all talking about under green flag conditions? Like if I have to pit under green?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was thinking yellow for some reason.
McCann on the gas. Chris Goins there in tow.
I'm with you now.
Okay.
Yeah, if we have to pit under green, yeah, you want to cut down the pit time as much as possible. No, we're going to pit right here.
I witnessed the murder.
We're going to pit right here.
Okay.
On that restart, was it telling you
All right, and I got you all set for 4.
74. McCann now out in front.
Yeah,
Chris Goins on second. Carson Rowland, Jesse Redding, Caleb Sisk.
I think on the long run, I'll take 2 tires, though, be faster.
Drivers, though, have yet to make a pit stop. Which again, with the number of cautions that we've had, we're averaging 1 every 7 laps.
I need to pit here, right? I think I do.
Not a ton of green flag laps on these tires. I don't even think you can.
Too risky for
this.
Cycle, but there's
Yes, you
the
can.
caution again. Eddie Rose involved in this one. Jason Steptoe as well. Let's get a look.
All right, so Carson Rowland came down, Caleb Sisk, Connor Leach, Tommy Welch, and Skylar Harrod. So you got some, coming down with you, but this is going to put you in the back, so we're going to have to be really vigilant.
See in a minute. Steptoe on the throttle, mid corner there. The 2 of Pasoko gets into him, and then a little tank slap overcorrect for Steptoe.
Yeah, no, Thomas, I was just asking because it was telling me to do the same thing. Stay behind you, but still on the outside.
Guys behind you took 2. And here come more taking
I don't know
2.
what happened to Eddie Rose. Let's see what happened with the 88. It's like the 12 gets into him, sends him down the track in a truck zone, and then Eddie's up the track.
DW, we can't not exit the closed pit because we'll go a lap down.
So Brian McCann appears to hit pit lane now. The 2 that have stayed out, Chris Goins and Jesse Redding, really stretching their tires here. Again, with the way these cautions keep falling, I can't say that I blame them.
Where they were.
Yeah, when I entered
so
pit,
Goins, Redding,
the heck is this thing going to put me at?
All track bar motorsports drivers opting to stay out together. All hedging their bets that the tires aren't really that important.
Right now saying 20th.
Caleb Sisk went back in the pits that time?
So, yep. So 3rd, 7th, 10th, and
over now, don't matter.
18th took 2.
They're saying they got to blow the stop sign at pit lane to stay on the lead lap.
And it's single file.
Since it's single file.
78 laps in the books. We should get the restart.
This will be
lap
fun.
80. We get the lights out here. Yes. The next time by.
It's a lot of track
80,
distance.
We'll be back under green. That'll start us on that halfway lap. So we'll watch the first lap and then quickly jump to our track limit side by side. If we get a caution during it, we're going to stay in the side by side. So you'll still see what's going on, but.
All right, outside, right front.
Give me a few
clear.
seconds to do that. While
back out, right front.
We'll be back. Get the restart first, though, so don't worry. Pace truck is in.
Oh, hold on. There you go.
He thought about it.
He's blocking. Check up. He just completely blew the corner.
Flag in the
just
air.
to block you. Go high. There you go. Get back in the gas. 3 wide. Stay high. Back double. Clear low.
So Goins and Redding, they get away
nice.
cleanly over True Blaze, Chris Klein, and Crystal
Clear up.
Milano running 5th. Curious to see these lap times here.
Caution's out. All right, up to P19.
So the restart lap time at 2073.
What a restart.
2082 on a Drew Blaze on newer tires. So that's interesting.
33 blocks
They're blocking
hard.
like crazy back there.
Heck yeah. The 33 in front of me is the one who...
20th.
Back to start finish,
Yeah.
just past halfway here at Martinsville. Chris Goins.
Yeah, he was.
He drove me to the wall on the inside.
Take a track limit side by side break. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
And then he wrecked the guy in front of us.
To help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and
Yeah, because he completely missed the entrance.
Oh, somebody's on fire in the pits.
Paul Ferdiani. Chris Klein going down pit road. Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at dog coming high, guys. Look at dog.
Good way to look at single file restarts is we're all spread
The new
out.
scan of Bristol looks amazing.
Oh yeah, when do they release that?
They actually scanned in Victory Lane and looks. I think it's already out.
Oh, I haven't tried it.
Well, you'll see it in 2 weeks. If you're not already there some other night. Chris Goins and Jesse Redding, P1, P2, have not gone down pit road. Neither has Crystal Villano in P4. A little bit of a stack up here. Chris Kiger wrecked.
There you go, Chuck.
Well, that helps. Go, go.
All right. There you go. Way to take middle. Jeez, this guy's just all about using a bumper. Get away from him. Good exit. Clear. Very low. Check up a little bit, check up a little bit. There you go. Back on it. Clear inside. Right rear and clear. Caution's out. All right, P14.
I met Marco Scarza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research.
Steve is missing. Hope he's all right.
Yeah.
Mike, you coming? Oh, never mind.
A little bit, Derek.
Yeah, I just had to stop.
Mike Fahey and Drew Blaze are on pit road now.
Yeah, of course, on that restart, I wasn't trying to brake check you, but
not that it really matters because we only turned like 15 laps, but my tires were 96, 96.
Right, move you up to P12.
It was an accordion in front of me.
Yeah. Well, that was also a lot of fighting on the outside.
Oh, yeah. But we'll be good for the end, though. Should be good.
Yeah. And you have the freshest tires inside the top 12. Actually, you got the freshest tires inside the top 15. Caleb Sisk also went down on lap 76 right with you.
We should be able to make it to the end if it goes green from here. Might be a little close.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Because the calculation I had earlier was 72 laps a tank. But we've run several caution laps here. Yeah, he probably got 4 tires the first time he went in.
You're probably right, Caleb. His time was a 482, so you're probably spot on.
Yeah. But we're matched. Well, he's got older lefts. I got all brand new 4s. So he's at the disadvantage, I would imagine. I just can't wear my stuff out here.
Right. Outside. Good launch off. Clear inside. Clear up. Good launch again, outside. Right rear. Clear up. Hold on to it. Inside. It's going to keep you honest coming off.
Go easy on Dirk.
Now split, now 22, left front. You're going to be clear inside here. Clear up, sir.
I got new tires.
Car in front playing a little blinkety blink. Caution's out. All right, bud, P7.
Now they're gonna get harder to pass.
Track block coming out of 4. Track block coming out of 4.
Well, the leaders still haven't been down pit road. top 3 actually has not been on pit road.
Yeah, the outside was pretty strong there, but I could tell I was wearing my tires in a little bit, wanted to get single file and calm down a little.
Yeah. All right, leaders are on pit road.
Steve is back.
Well, full speed here with it. Looks like into turn 3. Oh, contact into the back of Russ Endicott. Kind of drifts through.
Yep.
It might have been okay. Hits the curb, then back to the gas on exit, and around it goes. Then Mark Truxell gets into him. Line squeaks around the outside.
So it looked like
and then
Chris Goins fell back to 19th.
I, not too long before that, passed Mark Truxell, I believe.
So it looks like Goins and company has decided to come down and finally make that pit stop.
He's back in 23rd.
Goins puts the tires on, might as well. Gets the fuel that he needs. Without a doubt at this point, with 60 to go next time by, and likely more than enough fuel to make it to the end if this continues. It's caution number 14. Like I said, about lap 40, we anticipated if we stayed at the same rate, we're going to hit 20 yellows tonight. Vigilante Racing League tomorrow night here at Track Limits Network in the trucks. And they're running here at Martinsville too, so hopefully we don't have more of the same, but you never know. This place is a handful, it's small, and again, both leagues a large truck count, which is a good thing 99% of the time, but we get in these tight little paperclip style racetracks, sometimes it can be a burden. If you're just watching for the first time, this league is not known for this. Neither is
Leaders on pit road lap 69 and
very clean.
56 right behind him. Ready, 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 go, go, go.
It's not a surprise when you see one league or the other run a complete race without a single yellow. It does happen.
Watch that gray up there. There you go.
Ever call the race at Martinsville where we didn't have some chaos, though. So it's kind of what we expected. The biggest problem, I think, really, not so much a problem, it's made it a little more realistic, but the tire update that these trucks got fairly recently has really made them challenging to drive.
Yeah, I spun the tires or got hit and spun the tires. Not sure what happened. My bad.
This truck is in. Durkee and Lawson. Couple goats at the front of the field here. Green flag back in the air.
Albert, I'm so sorry. I don't know if you listened
and trouble already, and I think that was triggered by, again, don't hate me on this, but I think Durkee triggered that. He kind of played some games there with Lawson trying to get away.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
Check up, little gas. Did we not get a caution out of that? I heard him yell it. I guess not.
Thank you, Derek.
Quick look, the restart just a moment ago.
Yellow.
There's the yellow.
What you got going on out there, bud?
Miller didn't fire. He didn't fire or spun the tires, one or the other.
It's really hard
for hitting the back of you, Chris.
Set up a pass on Ryan when he's blinking that much.
By the time I saw the car spinning
Brandon Minnick in the chat says, I'll win Daga. You heard it here first.
Yeah, I never saw anything. I was so close to Albert, just trying to follow him.
Most recent yellow here looks like Albert Anderson,
something happened in front, and
see what happened with the 99.
Sent Albert around. I feel like it's POS right now.
Caleb says hi.
Fine were you behind me?
Lucky dog coming behind you. Lucky dog coming behind.
I am now. Albert was
more
there
chain
before.
reaction. Then Klein gets to the left rear of Anderson, just sends him around.
Yeah, someone tried to clear them across my nose, so I
not a major incident, but again, enough for the yellow.
10-4.
Yeah, I don't have no more buffer zone.
The lap 106.
All about who can get to the lead.
For the top 10 here. Paul Durkee, Justin Lawson, Ryan Pizzoco, McCann now up into the 4th spot. Caleb Sisk into the top 5. Right. His teammate Connor Leach 6th. Russ Endicott, Skylar Harrod, Chris Klein, and the 90. of Carson Rowland in the top 10. So those faster guys from earlier on are starting to work their way through, picking off a truck or two here and there between these cautions. And my thought here, those guys,
that blinking, man,
McCann, Sisk, Leach, all them guys, they're very smart.
That's tough, because when it happens, it just, I don't know what to do.
And I'm only speculating here because we don't have a pit reporter, but I'm thinking that as soon as they realized, okay, I can pit
like,
now,
where's he going to come back at?
Something to the admins.
They are. I can make it to the end here on fuel. So they're maybe trying to make this a one-stopper, but earlier on.
Right.
So they could, in theory, be done pitting those drivers that pit earlier.
I guess I just got to go for it.
But you never know. Maybe we all of a sudden get a long green flag run, and that changes that strategy. That's the beauty of not knowing. You can't ever take the hats to.
You don't want to wreck yourself out either.
Flag wave, so you got to run the rest of this thing to see how it plays out.
We know Caleb's going for it.
All right, ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go. There you go. You pushed them up. You got the inside. 6 is with you. Coming off outside. You're going to have the run. Still right. Clear.
This truck comes to pit lane. So Durkee and Lawson will bring him to the
ground. Battle behind you now.
Soko, McCann, and Sisk.
Ooh, 2 almost tagged 6 a little bit.
Again, jumps to the inside of the 2 for position, trying to pick
Caution.
up the 4th spot. No, the 3rd.
Trying to set up a run there.
Soko down the back straightaway, still.
I am 3rd though.
2. Caleb Sisk going to try and chase through, fill that void as well. So the 2's not going to be able to get back down.
Yes.
And to complicate matters, the 2 loses connection for a moment, disappears from view. And caution is out. Jason Steptoe again. Caution number 16 on the night.
16. I want to say the most cautions I've ever had in a race is somewhere in the upper 20s.
Track into the marbles, and then on the throttle, getting out of the corner, loses it in front of the 80. That's Jonathan Marsh. Nowhere for Jonathan to go there.
Good question, Derek. I don't know. My guess is about even.
The way this race has played out, it's kind of got me thinking, just on a league admin stance. So when you have these large fields like this in iRacing, obviously you've got varying skill levels across the board. It's not easy to drive these trucks, regardless of your skill level. When I first got on iRacing, I honestly thought I made a mistake because I couldn't get around the track once without wrecking. You do figure it out over time, but
there we go.
The admin part of my brain thinks if you've got a large field like this, maybe you treat it like the old Friday night, Saturday night short track series type deal.
Inside.
Good save,
and
good
then
save.
have a feature, so to speak. Have an A main, a B main, all that.
Clear
good
in.
stuff.
Caution's out.
Kind of treat it like almost like a dirt track
Whoa,
series
car
as well.
2 just disappeared. There you go, he's back.
Fastest guys in that final feature, but everybody still gets an opportunity to race. I think that may be a better way to go. It's just a thought.
Throwing some blocks out.
Durkee and Lawson still the top 2, and Brian McCann quickly jumped to the inside. Lawson was quick to close the door on Brian McCann, but McCann now up to the 3rd spot, knowing he's got Caleb Sisk to the tailgate. Switches lanes again, jumps to the outside on Lawson, and the caution's out. 17th yellow of the night. Let's see what happened here to Eddie Rose. Jason Steptoe just drives in the back of Eddie Rose.
Lucky Dog on the outside again.
Look at you back on the lead lap.
The front row is still going to be Durkee and Lawson. I think we're still working on these single file restarts, though. That'll be McCann, Sisk, Leach, Pasoko, Skylar Harrod, Russ Endicott.
If he's going to block low like that, should I just go outside?
Chris Klein rounding out the top 10.
The 6 is going to take it in the inside. There's no doubt in my mind about that. You might just have to wait until he slides up, or...
Yes.
But if... Never mind.
What's that word you say?
Disregard.
Okay, that work. All right. Ready, go, go, go. There you go. 6 going to try it on the outside. That's going to put him at a disadvantage. Whoa, what was that little check up there?
So we're set up for the restart again. It's still going to be Durkee.
All right, clear up.
Out in front. Then McCann, then Sisk, then Leach. That's your top 5. Some very fast guys behind the top 2 right now. We'll see if they can hold them off. So far, it's seeming to work out for these guys.
Caution.
Made pit stops much earlier than the 3 behind. Green back in the air, McCann on the gas.
That's what I was afraid of.
Looking to the outside. Got to be careful there.
Interesting.
Lanes before the line, but Sisk gets
Caleb
like brake checked yet.
Clear though. It's going to cause a problem, I think, for Brian McCann here. As he's going to run side by side. This is really going to give an advantage.
That's what Michael Jackson
to Caleb
said
Sisk
too.
here is the 20 of Lawson on the brakes a little bit
I
early.
should have went on the outside on that one.
Just
Brian
clarifying for the
McCann, and
review.
Sisk going to go around the outside on McCann. Got to do the same here on Lawson. Maybe the same for the race lead in Paul Durkee.
Sorry on that, Chris. I had to
Haven't
check
seen
out coming out
anybody
of
with
court.
this kind of speed, but the caution is out for the 18th time.
All good, man.
Tommy Welch facing the wrong way. Mark
I'm just
Truxell
trying not to
involved.
die.
Brandon Coleman, Ben McKinnon.
He hit the brakes
Mike Fahey,
mighty early.
The real problem.
Larry Dickerson in the chat. Wish I played the game of a shot of whiskey for every caution. Larry, you'd be dead. Did that at Michigan one year.
Hey man, I'm still behind you.
So Welch looks like the first one.
That was a huge checkup, and I believe from the leader going into 1 right off the green there and stacked us all up, and Caleb just took opportunity.
Lucky Dog coming on. Lucky Dog.
I appreciate you not running me over though when I lifted and got into the wall there.
Just trying to survive.
Amen.
Good job by Drew Blaze getting through that. A lot of these guys are really just not checking up, though.
Just so you know, Crystal, you blinked there for a second.
Not only super aggressive, but lucky.
He's still out in front, but Caleb Zisk.
It'd be hard to...
Taking full advantage, getting to the
I'm
outside
at a huge
of Brian
disadvantage
McCann
now.
on that previous restart.
Yeah.
Put the truck between himself and McCann. That's Justin Lawson. But now, it's not really going to hurt them as bad here. These single file restarts, not as much of a detriment to that second place truck as it is when you're double file. It really gives the advantage to the third place truck. I know we talk about that every week, but it's shown its ugly head numerous times over and over again, week after week. So that's why we keep bringing it up.
Oh, for sure, Derek. I'm gonna need a little luck. A lot of speed and a little luck.
All right, here we go. Coming to the restart box and go, go, go. Nice way to send it in. Still side by side on exit. Battle for the lead, 71 behind you.
So we're ready to restart this one again here. Durkee and Siska out in front over Lawson and McCann.
Oh, it's a lot tighter when you're in fourth.
Clear low. Now you got the 13 low. 71 still with you. 71's a little bit of a bumper shot there.
Dan trying to go around the outside of Justin Lawson just like Sisk did.
13 inside.
Not going to be as easy to do it to the 6. Now
hold on to it. Hold on to it.
Inside for the race lead here at Martinsville.
Wow.
Got the 30 clear.
To get this.
Talk about needing some brake fuzz.
You're welcome.
Got loose.
Drove it too hard.
Run off, clear inside.
And a little loose out of turn number 2 there. Now Connor Leach into the frame to the back bumper of the 7. And Lawson up the track. Maybe some contact with Leach. Gets away with it. And Brian McCann loose. Saves the truck, but way up the racetrack he goes. Going to lose multiple positions.
All right, back into rhythm now.
Back to 8.
Outside, clear.
Some point, folks. Brian McCann, one of the best out there, and even he's having trouble hanging out of the truck.
Good save. Right front.
Back out front, Caleb Zisk in command.
And door.
Starting to stretch his legs here, pushing to almost a full second.
Still outside.
Back to second place. Teammate Connor Leach working around the outside for second. Coming to 30 laps to go, and Leach has it.
Right rear. Still right rear. Clear up. Caution's out.
Oops. That sucks.
No, it's all about the hustle, man.
Brian McCann on the charge now, working his way back towards the front. He's running out of time, though, and certainly warmed up the tires more than he had planned there with that little incident in turn 1 just a few laps ago.
Got him a little too hot.
Get him pulled off. Not sure if this was Mike Fahey, possibly.
Oh, double foul.
See what happened.
Okay.
Let the chaos
Little
begin.
ahead here, low Mike Corvu.
Hey. And P7 to put you on the inside.
Y'all 2 laps south on
Just comes around. Doesn't even go all the way around, but slows his forward progress enough in traffic to trigger the yellow. Again, it's just an algorithm. There's no live admin for cautions in this series. It's using iRacing's ability to throw them for us. So sometimes they come out when you don't really think they should, and other times they don't come out when you know they should. It's just the way it is. Keeps it fair for everybody. The 135, caution number 19. Again, the prediction was 20 cautions. That was just based on the old Larry McNugget math. We had, what, 8 by lap 40, I think it was? That's kind of how we came up with that. I don't remember how we did it. Don't ask me to think about math.
Scott, you got to get by me.
Yeah, I just seen that, sorry.
All good.
$25 laps to go. It'll be 24 to go when we get the 1 to go. So restarted 23 laps remaining. Get myself backwards here. So I'm not sure. Are we going to go back single file? Or are we going to stick to that?
Whoop, I just dropped my mouse.
No, we're going to double them back up. I guess we got enough green flag laps in.
Can I get a black clear for 88?
You fast field, bro. Sorry about that.
30 still right rear.
Can I get a black clear? 88 wasn't catching.
Racing hard ahead of you. 2 now outside, blinking out a little bit. Right front.
Let's try it again. Green flag in the air.
Still right front. Caution's out.
Thank you, Sean.
P7
Saved
still.
my life right there. Appreciate it.
I was just trying to navigate the chaos. That was insane.
Yeah, I will hopped really bad and tried to lift and get back in them. Sorry I cut you off like that.
Gets away from Connor Leak. You tuck in 1-2, about a truck length separating both
It's all
of them.
good. It's just hard racing up here.
Still, Paul Durkee having a strong one. Skylar Herod also assists speed chop guy. He's up in the top 5, and Lawson hanging on to the 5th spot. One truck up the fence, Carson.
Go back green with about 18 to go, sir.
Rack, 10-4. His plan crashed, I've had no idea what's going on. All right.
Interestingly enough, with
I don't know if anyone else saw, but
where
Ryan
you
was
are in your
working
I
pretty
rating
good
in the
during that
room, if
run.
this is an official race, you would actually lose three rating.
There was some action ahead of the 99, but we didn't catch a yellow for it. It wasn't until Albert got into the wall. Let's see what happened here to Albert Anderson just a moment ago. Just notice Albert's got to ride the lightning paint scheme on his truck this week. No complaints there. Fortunately for Albert, looks like he was driving in a thunderstorm. A little bit of rain. Lost the back end of the truck. Nothing major again. Slides up the track. Some damage to the back of the 99, but he'll drive away from the scene and give it another go. So again, no fast repair in this series, so he's going to come down and get some tires. Try to bang out some sheet metal, straighten things out best that they can. Last 20 laps of this race. A lot of damage repair, though. Looks like Anderson shuts the truck off, so he may not be going back out. We'll see. So 19
back
laps
double,
to
it looks
go,
like.
Still out behind the pace truck with the lights ablaze.
That's good because you definitely need a shot inside this too. As long as, who is that? As long as Justin can get a good launch All right, coming to the box. Ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go.
Double file restart again. Sisk and Leach. And then Herod and...
Gonna have the for the outside, too little loose on exit.
Jones, Redding, Klein, the top 10. Field getting smaller, as you can see.
Still outside.
Fast repair.
There you go. You are double file.
Last one. Screen flag.
Okay, caution's out. Big wreck behind you. P6.
All I know is only 2 laps, though. That was fun there.
Nope, still saying 7th. Scratch that.
What was that, Skylar?
I ain't going nowhere.
I know.
I know it's only like 2 laps there, but that was fun. That's enough to do.
And now you'll have that blinker in front of you.
You guys get a little fresher tires.
We got Sisk Speed Shop drivers 1, 2, and 3, and the caution is out.
All right, Derek. Take it easy.
At least he was a little bit faster than Lawson.
Jason Steptoe, Chris Waddle, Ben McKinnon, and others.
My bedtime, too.
Let's take a look, shall we? To get started ahead of them, Chris Klein.
Heard about 13 laps.
3 wide. Klein checks up to avoid staying 3 wide, giving room to the 90, and it costs him a lot of momentum down into the corner. The 22 gets into both drivers, sends Fahey up into the 18, and then it's just chain reaction. Not much you can do then. Wow. And don't forget, folks, we do have 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish here. So if you haven't had enough yellows, you might get more.
And I think you're going to use all 3.
I kid because I care, guys. I really do. I know you're all trying real hard out there. This place is tough, especially in these trucks.
Derek, give me
It certainly seems like the Sisk Speed Shop has got this place figured out, though. They run 1, 2, 3. And with a race with as many cautions as we've had, not a ton of green flag action, somehow the common denominator is still the Sisk Speed Shop. They've managed to keep, or at least put, all 3 of their trucks at the front of the field with an opportunity to win this race here late in the going. Coming to 12 laps to go. And it's not.
Let's see some fireworks.
These are fixed setup series, fixed setup league. They really can't change much of anything in the trucks. A couple of small tweaks, but nothing of significance. You can't change ride heights or anything like that. Tire pressures.
Maybe them teammates have a dispute up front.
So it's really just a combination of
that would be nice
style and pit strategy.
Brandon, I'm gonna go high.
All right, coming off the corner, coming to line, ready, 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 go, go, go. All right, good jump. You caught the car to the outside, sleeping a little bit. He's already slow. He was a little loose on exit before. You are clear of the 20, clear up. There you go, way to stay in the line. Right rear is the 13. There you go. Way to take the line from the 2. Clear up.
Green back in the air.
Caution's out. P4.
So Skylar Herod gets
P5.
the opportunity to take advantage of his teammate here. Skylar Herod to the inside of the red silver number 3 into turn 3. Connor Leach going to turn the attack, I guess you could say. Sorry,
let's just go down pit road. Give it all the way.
Skylar trying to take that position, but meanwhile, while they battle
you ever seen
by side,
back the first and 2 laps?
But don't look now. Brian McCann.
Get 4 brand new feel goods.
Working his way back now into the top 5, and a truck goes around. Russ Endicott, big time trouble off turn number 2.
What you doing there, bud?
Eddie Rose gets into the back of Jason Steptoe. Steptoe has been a ping pong ball out there tonight.
I think you got a shot at a podium here.
Yeah, at least I'm back on the inside. That'll help me get around to 2, maybe.
Right.
Let's take a look. I think they were 3 wide again.
Don't have to worry so much about his blinking.
I think it was Chuck Kiger in that 22. New paint scheme this week. Hard to see.
Yeah.
When he's on the inside, that's rough.
Go back a little further here. There looks like they were 3, almost 4 wide. You see Corvu there on the bottom. The 90 of Carson's at the top. They just run out of room on exit. Endicott's trying to open up the wheel best he can. Gets into the 22 of Kiger, and then Corvu finishes the job. And then behind it, looks like Villano checked up and might have gotten dumped by the 12, just mainly because probably didn't see it. Oh, then Steptoe didn't realize Endicott was down there, just drills him in the left side. On board with Steptoe, watch this. Oh, hello. That's why you don't like changing lanes behind the 18-wheeler on the highway. You're tailgating the daylights out of them. Because you might have a stopped vehicle in the lane that you're going to, and you have no idea until you change lanes. That's what happened, looks like, to Steptoe, because he was tucked in behind another truck. Thought the incident was behind him, went to go left. Well, you see what happened.
All right, here we go again. And ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go. Two is way up. Right rear. Going to catch the 71 on the outside on entry. There it is. They're side by side. Three's going to have to go throw it in. '71 got loose. Don't take the bait. Don't go outside. You'll get freight trained on the bottom, and they'll stay side by side. They may just do it just to make sure it's an all-assist podium. 4 to go. Coming to 3.
But here comes Brian McCann. They got to figure this out.
Slow car on the curb. Stay inside. There you go. If you can go. Oh, not this time.
Coming to 4 laps to go.
There you go.
Lori Vaught in the chat. Hey, Steve, it's been a long time.
Take it, Brian. Take it, Brian. Take it, Brian. There you go.
Lori's doing the admin duties tonight for Derek while he's out. Oh, trouble for Connor Leach out of turn 2. Kept it going straight, but almost came around on him. Still side by side with Herod.
Oh, he checked up way early. That wasn't you. Hey, you just got run over. Get back on it if you can.
Slow on the bottom side of the race.
There's a white flag.
Not sure what happened to the 50.
That was a huge checkup.
Damn it.
We get another caution. We'll
that was intentional.
We're going to stick with this now.
Something tells me that was a little bit of teamsmanship.
He's got the second spot.
Yeah.
I don't think Herod's going to make it easier for Brian McCann because he's trying to keep him behind him as well as not lose that spot for his teammate Connor Leach. Oh, contact! Herod goes down the racetrack, clips Steptoe, who was going into the pits.
Exactly.
As caution doesn't come out.
All right, buddy. P14.
From Martinsville, Caleb Sisk.
You got that one stolen from you.
No pressure out the back window. He's just got to make it back.
Probably gonna get the blame for that.
There might be a mess to get into. Hopefully, he's got to worry about that. Into turns 3 and 4. Slow truck to 22. Up the top.
I don't know. You go back and replay that. That's a huge intentional checkup.
Takes the win.
I think they were truly trying to keep it side by side. The 71 on the outside got loose a couple of times.
So quickly, this was the caution that wasn't a caution. iRacing's got to work on that.
Hell, he hit the brake.
Yeah, look out. He wasn't it.
71 ain't even got on the brake
you see
yet.
The whole front end of the truck dip.
Let's go to 71.
Yeah, they're talking in chat.
Second place was the
Dude, watch how he just quickly dives right by him. Hold on, let me do the camera here.
We're going to step aside here, get our final break out of the way. We'll be back with our top three.
The one on the inside just brake checks so early.
When we were doing radiothons for St. Jude.
Let's go back and watch the previous turn.
We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always
everybody was equal.
Jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. Wow. He has a genuine concern for people.
Well, we'll see how they call it.
Somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is. And that's pretty much what this firm is.
Yeah.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Yeah.
Repeat, thank you.
Always welcome, sir. I will see you again soon.
All right, man. Take it. Yep, you too.